Hello and welcome to our video about the current state of the educational system and the ongoing debate about whether the amount of time students spend in school and college should be decreased or not. The educational system is a complex and multifaceted institution that plays a crucial role in shaping the minds and futures of young people. It is designed to provide students with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed in the modern world. But there are both pros and cons to the current educational system. And there is ongoing debate about whether the amount of time students spend in school and college should be decreased or left the way it is. One of the key pros of the current educational system is that it provides students with a broad and diverse range of knowledge and skills. From basic reading, writing, and mathematics to more advanced subjects such as science, history, and literature. Students are exposed to a wide range of information that can help them become well-rounded and informed citizens. Additionally, the educational system provides students with opportunities to learn critical thinking, problem solving, and communication skills that are essential for success in the modern world. These skills are not only useful for academic and professional advancement, but also for personal development and decision-making in daily life. Another pro of the current educational system is that it allows for students to specialize in specific areas of interest. For example, students can choose to pursue a career in science or technology, or they can choose to pursue a career in the arts or humanities. This allows students to develop the skills and knowledge needed to excel in their chosen field and can help them achieve success in their future careers. Specialization also allows students to gain a deeper understanding of their chosen field, and this can lead to more rewarding and fulfilling careers. However, there are also several cons to the current educational system. One of the most significant cons is that the educational system can be very expensive, especially for students and families that cannot afford to pay for college. The cost of education has been rising over the years, making it increasingly difficult for students from low-income families to afford higher education. This can lead to a cycle of poverty, as students from low-income families are less likely to have access to the same opportunities and resources as students from more affluent families. Additionally, the educational system can be very time-consuming, with students often spending a significant portion of their teenage years and early 20s in school or college. This can make it difficult for students to balance their studies with other responsibilities, such as work and family. Many students have to work part-time jobs to support themselves and their families, and this can make it difficult for them to keep up with their studies. It can also lead to burnout, as students are forced to juggle multiple responsibilities at once. Furthermore, there is a growing concern that the current educational system is not adequately preparing students for the rapidly changing world. With technology advancing at a rapid pace, students may require to learn different skills than what the traditional educational system focuses on. For example, students may need to learn about coding and programming, as well as data analysis and interpretation, in order to be successful in the modern workforce. Another important aspect to consider when discussing the current educational system is the lack of diversity and representation in the curriculum and in the teaching staff. Many students come from diverse backgrounds and have unique experiences and perspectives, but the educational system often fails to reflect this diversity. Students from marginalized groups may not see themselves or their culture represented in the curriculum, which can lead to feelings of disconnection. Additionally, the teaching staff is often not diverse, which means that students may not have access to role models or mentors who share their cultural background or experiences. This lack of representation can contribute to the achievement gap and can make it more difficult for students from marginalized groups to succeed in the educational system. In order to address these issues, it is important for educators and policymakers to work towards creating a more inclusive and diverse curriculum and teaching staff. This could include incorporating more diverse perspectives and voices into the curriculum and providing professional development for teachers to help them understand and teach students from diverse backgrounds. Additionally, more effort should be made to recruit and retain a diverse teaching staff, as having teachers who reflect the diversity of the student population can have a positive impact on student achievement and engagement. Another challenge facing the current educational system is the lack of support for students with special needs. Many students have disabilities or learning differences, and the educational system often fails to provide the necessary accommodations and support to help them succeed. This can lead to students falling behind their peers and struggling to keep up with their studies. To address this issue, it is important for educators and policymakers to work towards creating a more inclusive and accessible educational system. This could include providing more support and accommodations for students with special needs, such as extra time on tests or alternative methods of assessment. Additionally, more effort should be made to provide professional development for teachers to help them understand and teach students with special needs. Finally, it is important to note that the current educational system is not only facing challenges in the United States, but also globally. Many countries have struggled to provide quality education for all students, especially for those living in poverty or in remote areas. Additionally, there's a global achievement gap, with students from wealthy countries performing much better on international tests than students from developing countries. To address these global challenges, it is important for governments, international organizations, and private sector to work together to ensure that all students have access to quality education. This could include providing funding and resources to improve schools and infrastructure in developing countries, and implementing programs and policies to improve teacher training and student achievement. Additionally, more effort should be made to bridge the global achievement gap by providing opportunities for students from developing countries to have access to the same resources and opportunities as those from developed countries. In conclusion, the current educational system is a complex and multifaceted institution that plays a crucial role in shaping the minds and futures of young people. While it provides students with a broad and diverse range of knowledge and skills, it also faces many challenges such as high costs, lack of flexibility, lack of representation and diversity, lack of support for students with special needs, and global challenges. To improve the system, it is important to find a balance that best serves the needs of students and society by implementing more flexible and personalized approaches to learning, providing high-quality early childhood education, taking a more holistic approach to education that promotes diversity and inclusion, and which provides support for students with special needs, and addressing global challenges through collaboration and cooperation. Only by addressing these challenges can we create an educational system that is truly effective in preparing students for the modern world. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to share your thoughts in the comments.